76 degrees, winds northeast anywhere between 15, 20 miles per hour. In the Loop today, a high of 73, 74 Waukegan, 71 Valparaiso, and LaPorte going to 72 this afternoon. How about that for a summer day? Clear skies tonight to the low 59 degrees. Cool and comfortable. We've got low humidity in place again for tomorrow. Going to be a little bit cooler too, 73 degrees, but still going to be breezy. Winds from the northeast at 10 to 15, maybe not as strong from what we'll experience today. 7-day forecast, abundant sunshine this week. By Wednesday, we're going up to 77, highs in the 80s through Thursday into Friday. That's a notable jump at their temperatures, and especially by this weekend, we're going to be feeling the heat, especially on Saturday, a high of 89 degrees. That we do get some rain, some storms late Saturday into Sunday, but right now I've got dry skies, a low chance for a storm on Sunday, and it's going to be a hot one with a high of 91 degrees.
Well, we've heard so much from Democrats about how the mood has shifted within the party in just the past month.
CBS News Chicago's Esal Razai is walking us through exactly how we got to this historic moment with Vice President Kamala Harris as the Democratic nominee.
State and city leaders welcoming the vice president at O'Hare last night before her motorcade was seen in this area. We know it's where she'll be staying this week, and you'll see here behind us there are barricades lining Michigan Avenue this morning. We know most of these went up just over the weekend. Some people wondering why there is so much security in neighborhoods like this that are obviously nowhere near the convention. The vice president's presence here likely the answer. Here's video of Vice President Kamala Harris stepping off of Air Force 2 last night with her husband, Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff. Many members of the Illinois Democratic delegation there to greet her, along with a number of Democratic senators and Mayor Brandon Johnson. Hard to talk about her arrival here in Chicago ahead of the DNC without mentioning how we got here and how quickly things really got to this point, where Harris is now just days away from formally accepting the presidential nomination. President Joe Biden dropping out of the race nearly a month ago, quickly endorsing Harris, and then she was on the fast track to being on the ticket for November. Her campaign raising a record-breaking $200 million in just that first week. She then clinched enough votes from the delegation at a virtual roll call. Since then, she's been on the campaign trail nonstop, and that leads us to this week. Vice President Harris expected to wrap up the convention Thursday with her keynote address. We know today she'll be taking internal meetings before being on hand later at the United Center for President.
Here in the city, representatives from all 50 states pouring into Navy Pier last night for their first official event of the week. They're reflecting on what could be a first for their party and the country, an African-American female president.
We have hope for the future. It's exciting. I mean, I can't explain it to you how exciting it is to be in this time and this age.
The excitement is palpable, for sure.
In a way that it wouldn't have been if it was Biden.
I think that's fair to say.
An African-American female president. While many said they are thankful President Joe Biden stepped aside, they're appreciative of what he's done for the party. And on the eve of the DNC, the United Center got a surprise visit from a mysterious hot dog vendor named Donnie Franks.
But you might know him better as Stephen Colbert. The Late Show host disguised himself to record some comedy bits for this week's show. I love it. Colbert's alter cannon on the convention floor, complete with some custom Kamala Harris shirts. That's real simple X there. He was also spotted chatting with Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. You could see it all this week when The Late Show airs live from Chicago right here on CBS after the 10 p.m. news.
All right, the Democratic National Convention is bringing all sorts of media teams to Chicago this week, and that includes Comedy Central's The Daily Show. So the show is taping from the Athenaeum Center for Thought and Culture in Lakeview today through Thursday. So joining us now is The Daily Show's Desi Leidick. So Desi, thank you so much for joining us this morning and welcome to Chicago.
Well,